Hello, I hope you guys are all doing great. This is the nail art design we're going to be working on today. We're going to be creating a butterfly on a pink on pink French manicure. Let's get started. The background color I'm going to start off with is this pink one by NYC, and it's called Love Letters. The next step is to create a French manicure using a darker pink nail polish color. The one I'm going to be using is this one by CQ, and it's called Halo Pink. The last step to creating our background is to add a pink glitter polish over the entire nail. This is also an optional step. The one I'm going to be using is this one by Sinful Colors, and it's called Pinky Glitter. Now it's time to begin working on our butterfly. I'm going to be using a thin detailing brush along with white water-based acrylic paint. I'm going to begin in the very corner and I'm going to create a letter V. And from here I'm going to begin just fanning it out. I'm going to go to the opposite side and I'm going to create another letter V and do the same thing. Fanning it out, adding paint until I'm happy with the color it has. I'm going to go a little bit lower and I'm going to do the same exact thing. Another V, fanning it out. I'm going to move over to this side and I'm going to create my other V. A little bit careful because I'm working with the corner, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to begin fanning out, and you can see that the very edges are zigzaggy. They're not perfectly straight. That's exactly what we're going for. And there we have the first steps to creating our butterfly. Now I have dipped in some black. I'm going to place my brush and just very gently go in the middle part, in the very tip. I'm going to do a little tiny little swerve and connect it. At the tip, I'm going to be going a little bit rounder at the very tip. I'm going to go in and very, very thinly and very lightly, I'm just going to do some curly little antennas on both the sides. I'm going to move over to outlining the wings. So what I want to do is I want them to be zigzaggy from the very edges, but I'm going as light as I can with the brush. So from here I'm going to go zigzagging. That's why we ended our little wings when we were doing them in white, just fanning them out. And I'm just going all around doing that. I'm going to go in and very, very lightly connect to that wing. I'm going to do the same exact thing to the other side. I'm going to begin working on the bottom ones. I'm going to start with the very tip. I'm going to go in and I'm going to give it a little bit of a edgy tip, and that's what I want. I want that very tip to be a little bit edgier, so I'm going to bring it in, and your brush doesn't have to be precise or perfect because we're doing the little zigzaggies anyways. I'm going to move over to the other bottom side and I'm going to do the same exact thing. Going in and bringing it out and giving it that edgy tip, that edgy end, and I'm going to start bringing it in zigzag. And as you can see, we've made our butterfly a little bit tilted to the side. Okay, I'm going to bring that in all the way to the tip. Now I have dipped into some yellow and I'm just going to be doing about 3 stripes in the center of each of our wings. So I'm just painting the very center in yellow. I'm going to go up and I'm going to do the same exact thing to the ones on the other side. Now in the very edges, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to be outlining with the yellow as well, using the yellow paint. And I'm leaving some white. I'm not covering completely all the white. I'm just doing the very, very tips in the yellow. Now using the very tip of the end of my brush, I'm going to very lightly create some tiny little black dots. It's just the colors I'm using. If you have other colors in mind, that's what you can do. So that's what we're going to do to all 4 of our wings. And all I'm doing is alternating, zigzagging up, down, and if they're not all the same size, that's fine. And move over to the other side. We're going to start at the very tip, lightly, carefully, up, down, up, down. The same thing over here. We're going to move over to this corner and I'm going to begin by placing the leaves. And exactly the same technique I'm going to show you here is the same exact technique I used to create the flowers over the French manicure. So I'm going to move down here and I'm going to start by creating one almond-shaped petal or one almond-shaped leaf up in that area. And I'm going to move over and I'm going to create another one. Now I have dipped in my white again and I'm going to begin working on my flower. I'm going to touch, bring it in, and I'm going to do this 5 times, overlapping the leaves we've placed here. Touch, bring it in, and we can try making them all in sync to each other, like making them the same size. I'm going to touch and bring it in, touch and bring it in, one more over here. We're going to touch and bring it in, and there we have our flower. I'm going to go in and I'm going to be using a very small size dotting tool to create the dots you see all around. I'm going to be using white and black paint. I'm going to be placing top coat over my flower. I'm going to dip my dotting tool. I'm going to pick a 2 mm size rhinestone. I'm going to place it right in the middle of my flower. And the last step is just to apply a top coat of your choice, sealing in your design. Remembering to apply a fresh top coat every other day. This will strengthen your nails and it will also protect your manicure and it'll last longer. And that's it. That's how you guys are going to get these springtime butterflies done on your nails. I hope you guys enjoyed this nail art tutorial and try it out. Be safe and I'll see you next time. Bye.